About 5 years ago, I moved my dad up from Los Angeles. I moved him to be closer to me and put him at an assisted living facility. So he was in a little apartment. One night, he had some difficulty getting into his bed in his apartment and had fallen. His insurance carrier company, they had a contract with skilled nursing facilities rather than rehabilitation hospitals, and so he got placed in basically a rest home. Things that should have been put in place didn't happen. He ended up developing urosepsis, which is a deadly form of a virus that can kill people. And so I was really having a hard time navigating the whole insurance system and the whole medical system. I was completely blindsided and blown away by some of the things that were occurring and were allowed to occur. And that was just the price of doing business in those places. I was looking more to send a statement to the skilled nursing facility that they shouldn't be behaving in such a manner that's going to harm people. And I thought, well, one of the ways to get their attention is to kind of impose a fine or get a settlement from them. My perception of the firm was, boy, this is a really high-powered firm, and I wasn't really sure that they would be interested in a case like this. I was pleasantly surprised. There was actually, I believe, two attorneys present, and they spent about an hour with me. And you read the headlines and you go in their office and you kind of see the cases they've settled, and a lot of them, have a lot of money attached to them. And so to have an actual attorney present for that, as opposed to a clerical person or another type of an entity, really surprised me that they would sit down and spend an hour with me. From the initial stages on, I felt, hey, for the first time, someone's listening. They sat an entire hour with me. They're listening, they're taking notes, they're interested. So my entire outlook was much more positive. Much more, hey, somebody does care about an 82-year-old. It felt great. For the first time in the entire chain of events, I felt somebody was actually, cared enough to put some weight behind something to where I was no longer, calling or making filings on my own or complaining on my own. I had somebody that could get somebody's attention. I finally felt like I had somebody on my side, somebody that could take on a system that I was very unfamiliar with, that I had no way of penetrating, to finally have an advocate who could fight on the behalf of my father, which I wasn't able to do. Cohn Stiles is a firm that has high integrity, is trustworthy, is a firm that believes in the rights of people, no matter what age they are. This is a firm that does their job. They're doing what they said they would do. It's not a case that they've just pushed to the side because it wasn't going to be a big moneymaker. I was very, very pleased with the way it was resolved and the message that was sent. This is going to be a kind of a wake-up call, and they'll have to change procedures and do things differently because their insurance carrier isn't going to want to continue to have payouts like this. That was really what I was looking for. Just the thought of having my dad as the conduit to make that happen for other people, I think would have been what he wanted.